Here we are today, bringing you some Flair 1989 baseball cards. Kind of cool. How many of you went to the games way back in 1989? If you know somebody who has, by all means, show them the video. Let them reminisce. Okay, so here we have Jim Adducci, infield. And here we have a little about him, the clubs he's played, and the years, and his scores, and the before and after the All-Star breaks. Kind of cool, isn't it? And there he is. See if I can add a little more light to the project. Dawn August. And here we have a little more about him. The year and the clubs that he's played. He only started in 85 and this only goes to 89. But I'm sure that he continued with his career for sure, huh? And the before and after All-Star breaks. Mike Verbeek. And here we have a little bit about him. The year and clubs that he played. And did you know fact? And then we have the before and after the All-Star breaks. Kind of cool, huh? Next we have Chris Boisio, pitcher. Here we have a little about him. Clubs and years. All the different scores. A did you know fact. Nickname Bose. Cool. And the before and after. Alright, Chris. We have Glenn Braggs. A little about him. He only started in 83, and this only goes to 89. I'm sure his career continued. Did you know that? University of Hawaii. All right. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Glenn Brooks, first base. A little bit about him. The clubs and the years and all the scores. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Mark Clear, a pitcher. A little about him. And the years and the clubs that he has played. It's neat if you know somebody who's went to the game. Because now you'll be able to watch the video and then talk to them about it. Bring back some old memories. That would be really nice and cool. CRIM, a picture, a little about him, okay, clubs he's played and the years, all the scores, and did you know fact. Again, from the University of Hawaii. Very good. Before and after the All-Star breaks. Wins and losses. Rob Deere. Outfielder. A little about him. The clubs and years that he's played. Always remember, these cards only go to 89, so they may have continued. Ooh, good batting average. The All-Star breaks. Alright, Tom Filler wants a partner here. They're sticking together. Tom Filler. Picture. A little about him. Clubs and years. Did you know facts? And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Cool. Jim Gantner, second base. Must be awfully hard to play with glasses. A little about him. Clubs and years that he's played. And the before and after. Great batting average. Nice. You know, if you want to stop and really look at the scores of each year very carefully, you can always just pause the video. Darrell Hamilton. Outfielder. A little about him. Clubs and scores. Of course, he started a little late. And did you know fact? AAA in 1988. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Okay, Ted Hinchguria. Ooh, I can't pronounce that last name very good. Picture. A little about him. It's funny how sometimes you know the player, but you don't know too much about him. Here's your chance to learn a little bit. Good old history here. And the before and after the All-Star break. Odell Jones. Picture. A little about him. The clubs and years that he's played. Oh, I'll have to give it to you in pieces. He's got a long history here. And here's the other half. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Jeffrey Leonard. outfielder. A little about him. The clubs and years. Now, he's got a history here, so I'll have to give it to you in pieces. And the before and after the All-Star break. Pretty good on the batting average, huh? Joe Myers, first base. A little about him, because he started later. This only goes to 89, so I'm sure his career continued. But for that little bit of time, look at the average, the batting average here. Very good. The All-Star breaks. Wow. I'm impressed. Okay, Paul Mirabella, pitcher. A little about him. Years and club that he's played. I'll have to give it to you in pieces. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Here we have Paul Molitor, designated hitter for third base. Ooh. A little about him. Years and clubs that he's played. And all the different divided up scores. And before and after. Very good batting average. Past the 300 in the All-Star breaks. All right. He was serious, huh? Okay. Charlie O'Brien, catcher. Little about him. Clubs and years that he's played. The before and after scores. Batting average. Dan Plesac, pitcher. A little about him. Now this only goes to 89, so I'm sure he continued. But the clubs and the years, and a did you know fact. And before and after All-Star breaks. Gary Shearfield, infield. Little about him. Clubs and years that he's played, and a little known fact. He is the top high school player. Very good. And the before and after the All-Star break. BJ SURHOFF, third base and catcher. Well, you're valuable to your team if you can play more than one position. A little about him. Oh, and he played more than one position and really wasn't there that long because, of course, this only goes to 1989. And a little known fact about him. Ooh, he was a member of the 1984 U.S. Olympic team. All right. and before and after the All-Star break. Here we have Dale, shortstop. A little about him. Clubs and teams that he's played. A little known fact. And before and after the All-Star break. We have Bill Wagman, pitcher. A little about him. Clubs and years that he's played. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. And last we have Robin. YOUNT. Outfield. A little about him. Teams and clubs that he's played. And the before and after the All-Star breaks. Look at that batting average, huh? Pretty good. Love it. Look at the home runs, too. Great. Nice job. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. We have the whole collection, and we definitely have more to show you. And getting there, but, geez, not quite a third done yet. So stay tuned, share with others who are baseball fans, and especially those who may have gone to the game. That would be super. It would bring so much memories, and you guys could sit around and talk about it because you read everything behind these cards. All right. Good job. Bye-bye now.